Alright guys, so in the spirit of trying to get back into bolt action, I figured I'd do kind of like a rehab painting video. I'm not actually going to show the process of painting. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to be working on. So these are some of James's old US Airborne that he has played with in the past. As you can see, not a very accurate paint job on their uniform. He used a lot of silver for the metal components when really it should have been blackened metal, and really just army green everywhere. So while this worked well for him, because he's not a very prolific painter, in fact he hated painting miniatures. He hated painting miniatures. This was the best that I could get from him. But because I'm going to be playing US Airborne against Waffen-SS at some point very soon, I wanted to rehab some of his figures and repaint a few of his squads in order to use that for the tabletop. So this is the before. Again, mostly olive green with a bit of skin tone, some browns, and a whole lot of metal painted when it should be blackened metal. So I'm trying to get them closer to the M1943 uniform, as these are late war US Airborne. So that's the plan. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm going to get a couple squads painted as well as this 30 cal. And then I will be using that particular army or force for a bolt action battle report against some Waffen-SS. So we will be back after I've color corrected everything. All right, here's a quick update on what I worked on. So did a bit of painting, trying to emulate the M1943 uniform as best as I can with the Vallejo paints that I have. First off, let me see if I can get this to focus. This is what James painted. Mainly olive green and a few of the other colors blocked off, and then he washed them, so it actually doesn't look too bad. We have metal painted as metal here, so that's incorrect. I ended up painting a few of the squad that I showed earlier. Let's take a look at the NCO a bit closer, see if I can get better lighting for you guys here. Kind of hard to get it to focus. Here we go. All right. So did red leather for the leather strapping on the helmet and the submachine gun, as well as the boots. The jumpsuit is now a khaki color with some green gray highlighting those pockets and the webbing, some of the webbing. We have German camo khaki for some of the strapping on the tunic itself. And obviously the submachine gun has blackened metal on there. Wish the lighting was a little bit better here so you guys can see it clearly. The cover for the shovel is tan earth, and then we did khaki on the canteen cover there. So that's the NCO for this particular squad. Did a couple more guys here. They're all in kind of various stages of being done. I got the BAR guy here, and then two riflemen. They're not completely finished yet. I will get that done soon, and then based. And then I started work on the 30 cal. We can get that. There we go. So again, it was all olive green, got khaki on there, and a few of the other colors blocked off. The 30 cal has been blackened rather than metal, as what James had before. I just got to finish the webbing and correct coloring on the boots, and the 30 cal should be done after the basing is done. So all right, here it is, guys, my first squad and the 30 cal done for bolt action US Airborne Rehab. So most of these, again, were painted in olive green, and I went with a closer approximation of the M1943 uniform. Here's the 30 cal. I'm going to put some grass tufts on there to kind of obscure them a little bit more. We have the NCO right there. And then in the back, we have riflemen and actually 2 BAR. So in the selector that I'm using, which is the US Airborne Reinforced Platoon for Normandy, the minimum size squad would be an NCO and 5 other soldiers. This extra BAR will be for the second squad that I'm working on. So, but yeah, I'm making some progress. Hopefully in part 2 of this little mini series, I'll have the lieutenant and his bodyguard, as well as the other squad done. And I'm planning on using the M18 Hellcat as fire support for the US Airborne Reinforced Platoon selector for Normandy. So, all right, if you like this video, go ahead and click like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I appreciate it if you would. Click the bell notification icon to get notified of all new hobby rehabs coming out of the channel. And then click the link in the description below to join our Discord server. That's the best way I could personally interact with you and chit-chat you about bolt action and any other game that we cover on the channel. That is it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more hobby rehab from WarGamingNewb Historical.